How's it going, gamers? So, not very long ago, the first footage of a functioning brain chip has hit the internet, and oh, Nilly, am I fucking terrified. But also, I will say, it's really cool. So, you can go out and look at the footage yourself. I'm not a React channel. But what the footage essentially shows is a man in his mobility wheelchair, unable to move from the neck down, playing a game of chess with his fucking mind. I'm sure there are already some conspiracy theories going out there, probably saying that he probably, took a famous rule out of chess and put a controller up his ass. But I truly believe that this man is using the computer with his goddamn brain. The thing is, the chip that they show is so much further than a fucking microchip. That shit is like the size of a quarter, dog. And I have been seeing a lot of people ask about, like, what if you need to update your software? And I'm just thinking, hopefully, that it does not come to this at all. Currently, there is no UI. It's not like it's able to see your thoughts. It's reading muscle movements. It's taking a lot. It can read your thoughts. Wait, it can't see your thoughts. It can read your thoughts. They have no clue how this technology would inject thought, like inject a fucking UI into your eyeballs, and if you get a virus, like all of a sudden you just go blind. It's already been confirmed that Neuralink has killed over 1,000 animals so far, and the fact that they're beginning their testing on people of heavy disability is mildly concerning, to say the least. But again, I don't see any inserting function besides the chip inserting into your fucking brain. It's a chip in your brain. As long as it sticks to being a input device with your brain being the output and not the other way around, then I see this chip working out very well for not just people with disabilities, but the entire AI revolution where we turn ourselves into bionicles and fight for the Decepticon and shit. There's 1.5 billion outcries out there telling you how scary AI technology is, but honestly, I kind of accept it. And there's massive topics going on what this AI should be used on, but the answer is it's going to be used on goddamn near anything. That being said, Elon Musk, I've been having some like pain in my neck recently. I think my vision's kind of like not the best. You should hook me up with the charging port, my guy. Yeah, and that's another thing. It has a battery that needs to be recharged. I'm not sure how they intend on doing this, whether or not it's going to be charged externally via a charging port where you plug that shit directly into your brain, or if it's going to be conduction, as some people have theorized, or as I'm thinking, they're likely going to do a very expensive biannually surgery to make sure your brain chip's still working right. And that does raise concerns for what happens when your brain chip shuts off. But I'm thinking it's more when your YouTube Premium finally turns off and you try to watch YouTube on your TV, and you don't have an ad blocker, and you realize just how much that you're missing. It's probably what these people are going to feel times 10. Unless these batteries are taken care of, then they essentially lose their ability to interact with the world, which is a whole other question, with like the idea of like bionic bodies also being in the question, where if you are fully paralyzed, what's keeping people from getting suited up in that gear, that movement gear? And then what happens when they can't afford to charge their battery, have the battery charging surgery? I don't actually have any thoughts on Elon Musk. I don't know if he's a super villain or like a really bad Redditor, or there's so much to be discussed about him, and I do not listen to the conversation. But if done safely, this could be the biggest medical advancement since modern medicine. And if this ends up being for profit, as you know, companies tend to be nowadays, then we are just one step closer to the dystopia that we already live in. You think we noticed by now, being balls deep and all, but I think we need to be shoulders deep by the time we realize that we're fucked. But regardless of everything that it can entail, from what we see, we're seeing a quadriplegic man operating systems unable to be operated before via his body, via movements in his brain. It is a beautiful and immaculate thing. But what happens when people like fucking die? Can companies really get away with that shit now? Can you just kill somebody for fucking science or quote unquote science? Do they have to be classified as medical trials? Are they medical trials? Can you even get away with killing somebody even if it is in a medical trial? These are all questions that I don't know, but what I do know is that I'm live nearly every day at twitch.com/SmokeyPDungus, baby. Broke the fucking ankles there, bitch. And we also have a VODs channel. So if you aren't simply happy supporting that video via like, commenting, and subscribing, which I'm just assuming you've already done, then you can go check those out. I think I would appreciate that. Just like I appreciate you for watching.